Are you one of these persons who wakes up in the morning and knows exactly what they do and they are full of energy and they just go ahead and grab the day? Well, I am not. I am not a morning person. And because I am not a morning person, I developed a routine, a checklist, a system, whatever you want to call it, so I can make sure that I start my day well and I do not miss any of the things I need to do. So if you would like to see my checklist and my routine, please stick around and we will talk about it. Hi, my name is Sophia, and in this channel I am talking about all the things productivity, all the things, the tools, the systems and the techniques that will help you grow your business and your career through automation and delegation. So before I start talking about my process, I want to put on a disclaimer. I have a life where I work online and I work with people in different time zones. So it's important for me in the morning to catch up with everything that happened during the time that I was sleeping. So this routine also includes that. I try to do this routine as soon as I wake up in the morning, just to get my mind going, and prevent my mind from wandering into different directions. And this way it helps me get focused on what I want to achieve that day. So I pick a comfortable spot. I don't usually do this on my desk because I like to feel comfortable when I wake up. And honest truth here, I probably do this, before getting dressed. So the first thing I do when I start my morning catch up is that I go through my notes. I look at my notebook and I go through the big mess of notes that I have, and I highlight anything that is a task or needs attention. I take notes every time I talk to someone, every time I read something, and I try to improve the way I'm taking notes. At this time, I am taking notes, with pen and paper, traditionally, but I am looking into transitioning into a more organized way of taking notes using my iPad. So if you are interested, please stick around because I will be doing a new video about this. The second step in my morning catch-up is to look at any messages. I get messages on different platforms. I get messages from clients and collaborators on WhatsApp, on Slack, even traditional phone messages or Facebook Messenger. I go quickly through these platforms and I see if I had any new messages during the night when I was sleeping, because as I mentioned before, I work with people who live in different time zones or have different times that they are working than me. So I go through the messages that came to me through the night, and I also look at the messages from the previous day to make sure that I have actioned everything that is in there. So regarding the notes and the messages, every time I see something that needs to be actioned, I go ahead and I type it into my project management system, and I put who is accountable for this, who is going to do this task, and I also log in a due date. The third step in this process is that I go through my emails. And I sort out which emails are related to tasks. And in this case, I write down the task. I sort out the emails that need to be looked at later. One thing about emails, for the sake of efficiency, I do not reply to emails or messages during my morning catch-up. If I go into the trap of doing that, I might get distracted and I might not be able to go through the whole list and do my catch-up properly. I also don't want to start replying to emails and messages when I'm doing my catch-up, because I have this time slot where I'm doing my catch-up and then I'm waking up my kids and preparing them for school. So I don't want to start working and then having to switch between preparing breakfast and replying to messages. So what I'm doing instead is that I am flagging all the emails I need to reply to, and I am flagging all the tasks that I need to do, and they are reserved to be done first thing in the morning or later, depending on the urgency of the email. Fourth step, I go into my project management tool. What I'm doing every morning is that I go through all the tasks that I have to do that day or during the next days, and I remind myself what needs to be done. I am also adding tasks or things to be done in case I have omitted something that was written in my notes or in the messages, emails, etc. Ideally, I try to write anything I need to do on the spot. But let's imagine I am having a conversation with a client and they are asking me to send them some information, and I'm just writing it in my notepad, and then I have another call after that and another call after that. It happens sometimes that I don't have the time to really capture what I need to do in my project management tool. So this routine I have in the morning, it helps me to make sure that I do not miss anything. I use a tool called Reclaim, which is synchronizing ClickUp with my Google Calendar. And it's actually blocking time on my calendar to do all the tasks according to the due date. For example, if I need to record a specific video by today, end of the day, then you will see it blocked in my calendar. And this has been done automatically, starting from ClickUp through Google Calendar. And Reclaim is also checking, other commitments that I have for the day. If you're interested to learn more about how I do that, I will have the video I did on Reclaim linked in the notes below, and I will try to put a little, thingy on the top here. I'm new to YouTube, so bear with me. But you will have the link in the show notes anyway. Okay, and the last thing in my morning routine is that I look at my calendar and I prepare myself mentally for all the calls and the meetings I have. I also take note if I have to do some preparation or maybe commute to a meeting. And then I put that time in my calendar to make sure that I do that. So what I do is that I basically review my day and I shift things around if I need to. So that's it from me today. It was a short video about the list of things I go through in the morning. I usually do it at 6 in the morning before the kids wake up. And then once this checklist is done, I try to have some time to do some reading or listen to podcasts or really get some inspiration for the day. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please click on the subscribe and the notification button so you get informed about new videos. And please let me know in the comments if you have a morning catch-up routine. And the other thing I talked about is taking notes. So I would love to hear how you're taking notes. If you have any tips for me, I am going to transition, as I mentioned, from paper notes to electronic notes. So I would like to hear your views on that. So until next time, it was lovely seeing you and see you in the next video.